Thanks for joining. This is Movado, and I'm back here with round 2 of the Legacy Kill Academy. This time with the Legacy Decimator. If you watched my last video, the Legacy Infector, I'm going to employ basically the same strategy there as I'm going to here. Let me get my turret set off the warp drive. I'm going to take out these drone symbiotes first. The Decimator is triggered. He's coming at me. With the Decimators, there are two versions, so you do have to be careful about which version you're facing. Adjust your strategy accordingly, because if you use the same strategy on both of them, you're eventually going to find out that one of them has the quantum box where the core is, and you'll blow up the quantum box and be upset. So I'll kind of show you how to do that. Actually, I have a different video on YouTube in my channel that kind of goes over the differences between the legacy ships in this version. I would highly recommend watching that if you're not familiar with the different versions. I have them all spawned in. I talk about the differences, where the cores are located, how to target them differently, and how to identify when you're flying around in space. So whichever version of the Decimator this is, I'm just going to adapt my strategy accordingly, and you'll just get to see that firsthand. But for now, I'm just going to dogfight these drones just like I did last time. Just fly around, keep movement, erratic movement, herky-jerky, jumping around. That's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to do predictive movement, because then they can get a little bit of a beat on you and start shooting you. Overall, they didn't do a lot of damage to your shield anyway, but you just want to keep them on their toes and keep moving. And maybe once I kill this Decimator, if I get lucky. I actually didn't repair my ship since the Infector kill, so if you watch my Infector video, I literally killed that Infector about 10 minutes ago real life time, maybe 15. Salvaged up that Infector. It's all sitting in loot boxes inside of my ship right now. That is the Bloated. I call it the Bloated version of the Decimator. It's the one that has the quantum box where the core is on the original Decimator. And the way that you can tell is you got the arches that go behind it. If those arches are all in one line, it's the Bloated version. If those arches are offset from each other, it's the normal version, and the core is in the front nose of it. But like I said, I do a better job going over that in the other video that I have. I think it's titled something like Legacy 1.7 changes, updates, blah blah blah. So 1.7, 1.8, I found no difference between the legacy ships, the strategies, etc., etc. So from that regard, I think you just do the same thing as I said in that video, and it'll work fine here. But as soon as these symbiotes are down, I'll go in for the kill. But for now, I'm just going to play my little game, keep a distance, kill these little drones. That is one bright sun. It doesn't help that this system is like, 0.7 AU from the sun. I want to be careful. Legacy, the Decimator's almost in range. The thing with the Decimator, though, is I actually do want to stay in front of it. Yeah, kill that guy. That is my strategy with the Decimator. Let me reload my weapons. I want to stay in front of it for now, because once I go in to attack it, I'm going to ram it and stop it. And then I'm going to sit on its nose until its shield is down. Oh, he's hitting me now, the Legacy Decimator is. You can see there's no visible shots coming there, but you see how my shield dropped down to 74%, and you can see the flashes, the shield flashes. He was shooting me. Alright, well, I'm going to stop chasing his movement, and I'm going to go the other way, and I'm going to try to take out these drones really quick. That way I can actually go in for the kill, rather than dancing around all this time. I wish these drones would just come at me. One thing that helps with your positioning on Legacy is to use your O key to balance. Ooh. The ships generally try to align themselves, the enemy ships will align themselves to the normal plane of the field. So that'll help you a little bit. Okay, you know what? There's only 2 drones left. it's time to go in for the Legacy Decimator. Here we go. And here we go. Like I said, I'm going to ram it. There we go. And I'm just going to sit here on the nose. You can see that a lot of its turrets aren't even firing. Actually, a lot of the bottom ones are, which is fine. Hopefully those little drones that popped in don't do anything surprising here. All right, the shield on the decimator's at 20, 16, 15, 13. Oh. I heard some explosions there. That means the drone's hitting me from behind. Little sneaky shits. Okay. Now what you do is you come into the side, wedge your nose right in the side of it, and really where you're aiming is right about in here with your shots. Basically, you see this first turret here, the core is right behind it. So I'm wedging my nose right into the wall of it, and I'm going to shoot it. Meanwhile, my turrets are focusing on his turrets, so eventually he's going to start doing less and less damage. But ultimately, my goal here is to basically stop him from moving and keep my cursor aligned with where his core is. There we go. Oh, Decimator, that was really fast. And another clean kill. Holy crap. That is 2 in a row. That was a pretty good snipe job. Just a couple of shots with artillery. I'm going to clean up these last symbiotes. He's dead. There's one more down here somewhere. Right here. That was the Bloated Decimator. That's all you do. You ram it, you stop it, you wedge your nose in, and you focus core it. This thing is basically completely intact. Alright, let's get my logistics menu. Container controller. Who are you? Who are you, little guy? I see you. Sneaky little guy. Gonna kill him really quick. Yeah. Yep. Whoa, you're missing me. Actually, one of those shots did hit me. Okay. Now I think we're done. Oh, you know, the one thing I didn't say in the Infector episode is I generally don't core ships. Actually, I don't even have any cores on me, and I don't even have a constructor here, so I can't make them. The Decimator is one that does make sure it makes sense to core, but make sure you loot the ship before you core it. Reason why is because when you core these legacy ships, a lot of times they overload on power and they blow up, which will blow the loot boxes. Okay, this is where the core was, right here. You can see I did a pretty good job blasting a hole through here, taking that out. You see this advanced extender? There was one right here. I blew out that extender. That was one of the sacrifices. Ooh, this is a cold sector as well. Okay, let's do this quick. Again, this is why you should core it, because you get the whole extenders. Some of you are probably appalled that I just did that. I actually don't care. I get what I get out of salvaging it, and that's good enough. Definitely more efficient, though, to core it and get the whole block back, but, you know, whatever. Okay, let's take those out. Take that out. I like to loot this ammo box. Okay, right down here we've got the very rares. We got an ultra rare. And then this is where you're going to find the viral samples, so make sure to loot those. Those are valuable in some quests, I believe. Okay, let's keep going. Going down this hallway, this right here. This is where the core is on the other one. Here's where the quantum box. Another CV quantum. All right, that's 2. Lucky me. Sweet. All right, turn around. Going back into this hole, you'll find a generator. Couple ultra rares. Steal all that sweet loot. Go back down this hallway. Right in here, you got these 2. You got an ultra rare. Light Ion, X Corp, that's a nice box. That's what he said. Alright, down here you got a couple capacitors and 2 more very rares. Very rare. And that's it. That is the Legacy Decimator. This is the bloated version, I call it, the bigger one. It's got more turrets on it than the standard version. That's why I call it the bloated. I almost got radiation burn. Better get back on my ship. That's how you kill it. Just like the Infector, I am going to salvage this guy up. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to keep hunting the galaxy and try to find myself a Devastator and possibly even an Eradicator. Oh, look at that. I lost my steps back here. I lost my steps back there from the drones. Well, that's why you save templates. Be cheap to repair. Alright, well that's all I got. I'm going to end the video here. I hope I answered any questions you have, showed you the easy way to kill these legacy ships. If you have any questions, obviously please do let me know. Otherwise, thanks for joining. Take care and hope to see you next time. Thanks everyone.